Hello all you gaming folks, and do I have a crack in my screen? What the fuck? Nope, it was just a shiny cat hair stuck to the screen. That would have sucked, but anyways, I have another pickups, finds, crap I got video for you. Amazingly, this is stuff that you have not seen. I show most of the crap I get on like the flea market videos or a garage sale pickups, stuff like that, or other random videos on my channel. But there's some pretty cool stuff in this video. Some of it is also stuff I probably just should have picked up a long time ago and, you know, just really cheap crap. But I like telling like the stories of how I got the stuff. Some of it, you know, is either free or really cheap. I don't like the type of videos where it's just like, I'm like, oh, here's a new game I got and here's another one. You know, it does seem a little boring to me. So I like giving you the backstory of where everything came from. So let me show you what I got. First up is the Persona 4 Golden Solid Gold Premium Edition. It's a long-ass title. It was limited to 10,000 copies. When we were doing pre-orders for it, we only had them available for like 2 days. It was $69.99 when it came out. I remember like a few days after we stopped taking pre-orders, I had a customer come in who was like, I want to pre-order the Solid Gold Edition. And I was like, well, I'm sorry, man, they're done. There was only 10,000 of them, and the pre-orders are done. He's like, well, it's still advertised online. I'm like, well, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, it's not out yet. It's still going to be an actual item people can buy. They still have to advertise it. And he's like, well, why can't I pre-order it then? I'm like, you're not clicking with me here. You're not understanding what I'm saying. So that sucked for him. But I mean, now I'm sure he's even more pissed because if you wanted to pick this up, even the day it came out, it was going for $120 to like $150 online. I mean, that's pretty damn ridiculous for a collector's edition to double in price, basically, the day it came out. But it's pretty cool. I mean, it does come with a hard pouch. It comes with a face cover for your Vita, a sticker set, the game, of course, that's in there, and a PS Vita skin, which you could also get by just pre-ordering the game as well. But a nice package. I mean, it's different than most, you know, special editions. It's not just like a soundtrack and an art book. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely a huge Shin Megami fan, Persona fan. So very glad to have this a part of the collection. And very glad I didn't pay $150 for it. This is a game that a lot of you should know that I was looking for a while. And I actually had a lot of you send me messages when you would maybe see one pop up, like on eBay in like the UK or something. And I finally was able to find a North American version, because that's what I was holding out for, of Warhammer 40k Glory and Death on the N-Gage. And it's sealed. I don't keep sealed games. I don't collect sealed games. And from what I know is that towards the end of the N-Gage life, when they would do like their sealed games, they didn't actually put like a shrink wrapping over them. They would just put the seal label like on the side. Which I had never seen a copy like this. They blacked out the barcode. It's not like done with a marker or anything. It's like a solid black box on the back. So I have not opened this yet. So I'm going to open it right now for you guys. And let's just see if there's like a turd inside instead of the actual game or something. But so I just lowered the value by about probably 40 or 50 bucks right there. But oh well. And yep, well, thank God the game is in there. And the manual is in there. And it looks to be all non-opened previously, so that's very cool. Let's just pretend that I didn't spend a ridiculous amount of money on this game, but for me it was more of the fact that I completed my N-Gage collection with this game. So everyone I wanted on that system, I got now. So it's very cool. I only have a few systems where I own every game that I wanted on the system. Now, like I've mentioned in the past, I am not a 100% completist. I don't buy every single game that ever came out on a system because I don't personally want every single game that came out on a system. I'm not interested in the pool games or a soccer game or something like that. I only, I'm going to collect the ones I actually want to play and have. So that's what I mean when I say my collection is done for that system. But regardless, last one I wanted, very, very cool. Super friggin' hard to find a North American copy of this. And actually, it came from Canada. Didn't even come from the US. So it took a long time, but I'm very happy to have it. These next two titles I got for free. They're games that are on systems that are no longer taken in for trade at my game store. And the people are like, screw it, I don't want them. First one is Jade Empire Limited Edition on the Xbox, complete in good condition. And the second one is Dino Crisis, complete with the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis demo disc. in very good condition as well. Now this one's funny because like 2 weeks ago, I was talking with my wife about like horror games and stuff, and I mentioned, you know what, I always sort of gave the Dino Crisis games like a bad rap. I'm not a huge fan of dinosaurs in video games, especially like in horror games. I'm not personally not like really afraid of them, but you know, I was like, I'll give them another shot at some point. I'll pick them up. And then today, I answered a comment that someone left on my PS1 horror games video. They were talking about Dino Crisis, and I replied back basically the same thing. You know what? I wouldn't mind giving them a shot again. And bam, today, someone walks in with a big stack of games, and they had one PS1 title, and I was like, hey, we don't take them anymore, but, you know, if you don't want it, I'll take it. And, you know, it's like a $15 or $20 game, so that's not, you know, a bad score. Now, I just need that to happen with games like Magical Chase on, like, you know, TurboGrafx. You know, maybe if I just keep talking about it, finally, someone will just kind of walk in with that and give me that for free, you know? That'll be cool. This next one, I'm pretty damn sure, is probably going to be the last physical release for the PSP, and that is Ragnarok Tactics. I've mentioned it a few times over the past, like, 4 or 5 months, like when they first announced it, and how there was really no information on the website for the game. About, you know, like the exact day it was going to come out, you know, gameplay stuff. I mean, it took a really long time for them to even, like, get any information up for it. But it finally came out. Literally, I pre-ordered a copy at my store. I was obviously the only person to do that, and they only sent one copy, and it was like, it was sent in its own little package, not with anything else, to the store, so that was kind of funny. But it's kind of sad because I always mention, you know, PSP RPG games, how I really think that the system was great and overlooked. It's sad that this is, you know, like the last one, and I'm sure barely anyone even purchased it. I'm not saying this is like a fucking amazing game or, you know, it's a 10 out of 10 or anything, but, you know, there's just, that's like the only system you can really get a decent amount of RPGs on besides like the DS. And I have a feeling that that is not going to carry over into this current generation with the 3DS and the Vita. You know, little bits here and there, but it probably will not be like it was before. I've already kind of am seeing that these type of games are going to be probably downloadable only. Like there's a new Grow Lancer coming out that is going to be for the PSP, but downloadable only in North America. So that really sucks. So it's a little sad, but it is cool that, you know, they did end up putting so many cool RPGs out on the PSP. This last group of games is a bunch of NES titles. I've been lacking when it comes to collecting for NES for the most part. I have a list going now of sort of a lot of the cheaper, easier to find games on the system, but I've always put off like actually taking the time to find them because I'm like, oh, they're not hard to find. I'll get them someday. Well, I still have about a quarter of Joey's flea market booth in my living room. He still hasn't come to pick it up from when me and Max watched the booth this last weekend. So there's like 100 plus NES games in a couple boxes, and I was like, you know what, let me do a little shopping, and I pulled out quite a few titles. Now, as of right now, I haven't paid for these, so they're kind of free until Joey sees this video or notices the games are missing, but at his booth, he normally sells like common NES titles, 3 for $10. So I'm assuming he'll give me that same deal, or maybe even better. Come on, Joey, like $1 off or something. You know, we can work it out. But the games I picked out are Solstice. The little subtitle's what? The Quest for the Staff of Deimos. Fox Xanadu. Deadly Towers. Apparently a ridiculously hard game and frustrating. Star Force, Wizards and Warriors, 8 Eyes. I love the cover on that one. That one's really cool. And another fabulously shitty game, Mag Max, Time Lord, and Iron Sword, which is Wizards and Warriors 2. All of those games are like $5 or under, and they're very common to find, but some I hadn't played before, and I'm just trying to build up my NES collection of games that look interesting to me. Now this next one I was really surprised to find out in one of Joey's boxes. I thought he knew everything he had and the prices of stuff, but Gunnak? I mean, come on, Joey, how the hell did you miss that? Totally lying. This was not in Joey's boxes. This actually came from one of my viewers. He's one of my, like, mainly Halloween viewers, but he dabbles in, like, going to garage sales and stuff. And he came across this game, Gun Knack. Now, I had mentioned in a video a little while back that I was looking for a copy, and within, like, I would say, what, a month or two after I posted that video, he remembered this name and was like, hey, I happened to grab this in a lot of games at a garage sale. Would you want it? And after working out a deal, which actually the deal was, first he sent it to me for free, but then afterwards I did pay him for it, so I wanted to say thank you. He didn't want to be shouted out or anything, but still, regardless, thank you very much. I'm glad to have it, you know, free or having to pay for it. Technically either one, you know, I was going to have to do at some point, so I just love the fucking cover. There's like carrots coming at this spaceship. That's awesome. I mean, anytime there you get to shoot fucking carrots, you know, that's a winning game right there. So, very cool. Thank you for watching, as always, guys. I really appreciate it. Thumbs up, high fives, all that kind of stuff, and I will see you tomorrow in the next video. Peace.